Hi guys, welcome to Multiverse. So let's continue our walkthrough with our little Batman character. So as you can see, we reached level 15. It's a hero mentored by Batman. Power is gadget, weapon martial arts, and movement acrobatics. So let's get started. If you want to know how I achieved this look, search through my videos for the character creation Batman video. Although basically I'm making a playlist with all my Batman walkthrough videos, so the character creation video should be at the very start of the playlist. But if you're not seeing this from the playlist, then now you know. So here we are with our little Batman friend. Basically the last time what we did is that we went and played some Krypton missions. We're not going to do that today. Basically, all the Krypton missions didn't give us any experience. I'm not sure if the Last Sun or Confronting Doomsday would actually give us anything. I may try them a bit later, but basically at level 15, I don't have that many gadget powers unlocked. You may see I tweaked my loadout a bit. Basically, the last time I ended up, let's say, in a situation where my Batman loadout wasn't very effective. Basically, I was using some of the acrobatic moves like backflip, launching roll. I forget the other one. Oh, and forward flip attack. And I was using the battering multi-shot. Sadly, those abilities are not that useful. Sadly, they're fun to play with, but they're not really really powerful. So let's go select our main. So today we're going to continue the main mission, basically.
Can't be far behind. Zatanna in the Chinatown safe house can give you further instructions.
I have a few collections that I could probably sell. I'll do that some other time. Oh yeah, and also I got my very first artifact. That was the main reason why I wanted to play the Doomsday missions. Basically, when the very first time you do the missions, at some point you're given a little box that has the Omega Hedron in it. Because normally our character would only get his first artifact at level 20. At level 20 we're going to have the Constantine mission that we're going to be able to play in order to get what technically should be our first artifact. But as you see, if we play the Doomsday missions first, we do get an artifact then. So let's see if we can increase the strength of our little artifact. So as you see, we've gathered a whole bunch of Ant Metal. And that is what Ant Metal is. It's used to be able to increase the strength of our artifacts. So you can see right now we're up to rank 20, and we're going to need some Electrum in order to be able to upgrade. So let's fortify it. Sadly, at this point, I don't think I'm going to be able to purchase some Electrum. Let's go see our friend Constantine, but I'm pretty sure that until we can play the artifact mission, we won't be able to purchase Electrum from Constantine. But Constantine will give us some Electrum when we do play the artifact mission. Also, before I forget, the one good thing that we got from, other than the artifact, one of the good things we got from playing the Doomsday missions is that we got a whole bunch of Marks of Victory. And those Marks of Victory could be used to either for the mainframe in our lair, or they could be used to, in this case, purchase some Electrum from our friend Constantine. Sadly, until we play the artifact mission, Constantine doesn't want to talk to us. So in order to be able to continue our mission, we have to go, pretty sure we have to go to Chinatown as the Magic Wing. So the teleporter in the Magic Wing should bring us directly to Chinatown. Also, if you are in a police station, you can go to any police station from any police station. So if you're in a police station, just go to the teleporter, select Chinatown as your destination, and you should be okay. And I wonder if they have the new... Oh yeah, they're using the new model. Basically, they redesigned the model for Zatanna with Justice League Dark. And here you can see they're using the new model for Zatanna.
Showtime! The demon Trigon is rising right here in Metropolis. I'll get there when I can. Until then, think you can handle it?
So here we should be able to get a nice pair of boots.
One who has been proven in battle. Dr. Fate's ward against Trigon has broken. Now Trigon's demons rampage throughout the Tomorrow district. The Science Police's powers are not enough. Defend against this evil, and hurry.
So if you remember, we started in the Gotham East End, the police station, and here in Metropolis, in the Chinatown, the police station, it's the same setup. We have the mailboxes here. There used to be reasons to talk to Manhunter and Hawkman in the past, but that's no longer the case. We have obviously the teleporter here. We have the vendors over here. There's the quarks vendor over here, the time and space vendor. And there is a Booster Gold kiosk. Let's collect the missions.
Welcome to the Booster Gold Exploration Adventure Series. This adventure will take you to the Chinatown district of Metropolis. I'm Booster Gold.
I will probably not play the Booster Gold missions most of the time, but I will see. If I'm near a kiosk, then there's no reason not to trigger it, to click on it. And here we have the loyalty vendor. If you're a legendary player, every month you get 500 loyalty points. This little machine is where you can spend those loyalty points. But basically everything in here is the very same thing as in the marketplace. The one distinction is that it uses loyalty points. It's pretty much that simple. So let's get out of here. So right now we're going to get a few missions that have to do with Wonder Woman, and that are going to be roughly magic missions. So we'll be fighting a lot of humanoid beast NPCs. Actually, I think we're going to start with I Just Lied. We're going to play actually the mission to go help our friend Raven. Basically there's a mission where you have to technically go help the Teen Titans. So let's start with that. So we'll play the Raven mission first, and then we'll play the Teen Titan mission after that. Although here there's a little side mission that we can play. So let's do that. So the side mission is that little conduit of the soul. It's a mission that we can play right here. It should be simple enough to complete, and it's going to give us a few experience points. So you can see the NPCs are level 3, so they're a little underpowered compared to our uber level 15 Batman. This little guy is asking for trouble. Let's pull back a bit. I could have sworn we used to have to... there used to be like globes around these things, so we had... Oh, there it is. I forgot. It's been a long time since I played those missions, so... Here's our missions that you play as you level up your character, and then you pretty much never play them ever again. Let's go around, otherwise we're going to keep on competing with that little fella. It's not a big deal because, as you saw, we pretty much shared the objective, but some people sometimes will get angry. They think they're trying to steal the objective away from them. So if you want to avoid some drama, I will most likely tweak my loadout in a bit. Once I get more gadget powers.
I've got the research data and drop it off
The Batman loadout using the batarangs and the acrobatic powers or ability, that can work if you're playing by yourself in the open world. But when you go into a mission with other players, probably not a good idea to use that loadout. Especially since early on in the game it's not a big deal, but eventually with a lot of alerts or raids, ideally you don't really want to be in melee if you're a DPS. You want to leave the tank in melee. The main reason for that is quite simple. Odds are you're not going to be. It's going to be difficult for you to survive unless you're way overpowered. Like if you're a combat rating 200 in a level 10 mission, then it doesn't really matter. But if you're like you saw basically with Bizarro, I was barely at the level, so and there was only 2 of us at some point, and then 3 of us, and there was no way for me to be able to fight the Bizarro in melee. Oh, I think we're done, so we'll continue on our way.
One who has been proven in battle. Dr. Fate's ward against Trigon has broken. Now Trigon's demons rampage throughout the Tomorrow district.
Let me just check in case there's
Defend against this
another
evil.
side quest over here. I don't think so, but it's been a while, so I could be misremembering. So here we're going to be fighting a whole bunch of demons. Evil demons, obviously. And we have a side quest right over here. So let's pick it up.
I work for Madame Xanadu's magic shop in Metropolis. We try to keep demon horns in
So this is the side quest we're going to be able to play at the same time as we're playing our main quest. So let's do that.
Trigon's evil energy is manifesting in dark orbs. Bring them to the circle of pure
So there's a few objectives over here. One of those is to bring those little eggs over here. If you're not sure, basically when you pick up the egg, there's a little yellow arrow that tells you where to go. So you just follow the arrow, and usually the objective will be flashing, so you should be able to see where you need to go. As you can see, there's a timer, so there's a limited time that the eggs are available for you to bring over here. But normally you should have plenty of time. Let's fight a few evil NPCs because we can. So we've already completed the Raven Unleashed, but there's By the Horns that we're going to try to complete before we leave here. Basically by the Horns, there it is. We need to defeat those little green evil demons, and as you can see it gave us some question marks. Well, I was hoping to avoid fighting a whole bunch of those demons, but that doesn't matter. So right now we need the little green demons. Oh, there's one over there. Well, let's go like this at the same time.
Blood Priest Chronicle. This once weak healing scroll has been infused with the power of lust by
So if you want, you can fight and fight and fight all the enemies on the map. Or you can decide to just look for the few enemies that you actually really need. You decide. Early on, it's probably a good idea to just defeat any enemy you meet, just to get you used to your powers and your abilities. But eventually, you're going to want to settle with mostly fighting the enemies that you really need to fight. So we've completed our little mission. So let's go back to the next part of the quest is the conversion vortices. And we should have had... there it is. Oh, it's only good for the style. Oh, that is so sad. I got a pair of boots. The pair of boots is slightly better than what we have. So let's continue. So again, in doubt, just look on the minimap. The yellow arrow tells you where you need to go. And when you see the big orange area, you could look at the map if you're not sure. So basically, this is where we need to go to be able to continue our mission. And usually in most areas, there's usually a side quest. So before you get started on your mission, go check if you can find the side quest. Here we have the old Dr. Ardor.
I'm an independent researcher at Starlab.
So that way, while you're playing the main quest, you can also play the side quest. Not sure if you can hear. I live downtown, and it's not rare to hear ambulances and police cars in this area, sadly.
Manipulates the very air around it, as though it were made of solid acid.
So as you can see, we have a few objectives. There's some civilians we have to help. And we have to dispel the conversion vortices. But we're not going to do that here. I'll show you where in just a minute. So let's just finish our side quest with the civilians. There we go. And for the vortices, we're going to go all the way up. Right over here. So you can see these little vortices here. There's two things we need to do. You can see there's a timer on the student. If we don't close the vortices soon, the student will turn into an evil demon. So basically there's a soul striker that protects the vortices. Or the vortex, I should say. So you have to defeat the evil demon so that he doesn't stop you from dispelling the conversion vortex. And there you go. Let me show you what I mean. Like if you don't defeat that little guy first, if we try to click, so you see they're interrupting me. One trick would be to use my shield. With my shield, they won't really be able to stop me. And then we can take all the time we need to defeat those NPCs. So there's some more on top here. So you decide, either you defeat the enemies first, or if you have a shield that can protect you, then you can close the vortex, and then focus on the NPCs. You decide. And we need just the one more. Oh, there it is. I guess our friend didn't know you had to click on the vortex. Oh yeah, level 16. So we've earned a few new abilities. So let's go see if we could update our loadout a bit. What did we gain? So we gained the thermite mine, and we gained the implosion mine. These are abilities that go with the stealth loadout. Like I explained that in the previous video. Basically, there's the damage loadout, there's the controller loadout, and there is the stealth loadout. So if I had the stealth in my loadout, when I turn into stealth, it would give me access then to the stealth loadout. And those abilities go with the stealth loadout. I don't need to fight that little guy. Let's get out of here. So we should be done with the main mission here, so we can move on to the next step.
The other Titans, but no word since they went into the Science Police HQ. I'm calling Zatanna now to back you up.
So the next step will be, if I recall correctly, over there at the police headquarters. Or the Science Police headquarters. And again, as usual, there is a side quest, so there's no reason not to pick up the side quest first. The side quest usually gives you rewards and experience points, obviously. So here we have there's quite a few objectives. One of them is to defeat some evil demons. And when you defeat them, then you have to click on them. Here we have to protect the medic. and we have to destroy again vortexes. When we destroy the vortex, it spawns. You could have sworn it used to spawn 2 demons. And when you defeat the demons, you have to click on them also. So there's quite a few things you need to do, and you can do them all at once. Which is why it's a good idea to pick up the side quest as you're doing the main quest, so you can do both at the same time. It's not a big deal. Worst comes to worst, you do one mission and then you do the next. You don't have to do them all at once. But if you want to speed up the process a little bit, then it does help you be able to play multiple missions at the same time. There's a little fella. Oh, there he is. Or there she is. Let's pick up that little investigation first. When you see an investigation, no reason not to pick it up. You don't get a bonus for not picking up investigations. So we still need to defend 1 paramedic, and we still need 3 vortex or vortices. And I'm not sure if you noticed, the demons, once you defeat them, they kind of sort of explode, so you don't really want to stay next to them. So that should be the last one we need. So I think we're done for this part. Let's go check to be sure. Usually I go on a rooftop to be quiet, to be able to consult the journal without being attacked by evil NPCs. So now we're gonna have to go into the police station. But we got a brand new belt. Let's see if it's better than the one we have. A little bit. The gloves are not as good as what we have, but the style, we didn't have the style, so...
She has taken the Titans hostage. You must free them and save Raven from her father's evil.
So now we should be able to go inside the police station, but again, as usual, before we do, there's this little fella here that gives a side quest, so let's pick up the side quest first. And again, we're going to be able to complete the side quest as we are completing the main mission. It may be a bit. Maybe you won't be sure exactly at first, but after a while, it just becomes second nature. You don't even think about it. You just pick up. You just look around, see if there's a side quest, pick it up, and then you start your main quest. If for some reason you don't complete the main quest, or if for some reason you don't complete the side quest, not a big deal, you can come back anytime you like. So let's activate the little console over here. And within the mission there's healing barrels all over the place that you can use. So this is pretty much a side quest. You have to capture escaped prisoners. There's 5 of them that we have to contain. And there's plenty of healing barrels if you need them, so no reason not to use them. Also, they're going to count towards your feat of 1,000 healing barrels. And the same, I guess, with the red barrels. Basically, any barrels you see, there's no reason not to destroy them. It will count towards some of your feats. Although you don't have to destroy them uselessly, like to just waste them, you can actually use them. So like you can grab it, bring it to the next part of the mission, and then use it while you play the mission. Oh, they have the new model for Cyborg. I know it may seem weird to always be surprised about that. Like you can see right now, we got the Break 25 orange restoration barrels, which are the healing barrels. guess I'm not used to seeing the new Cyborg model just yet, and it's always a bit surprising. Oh, and we got even the new Starfire model here. So sometimes you'll hear people asking for this Universe Online to get a graphic upgrade, and technically they are, but not everything at once. They upgrade a few things at a time. Sometimes they'll upgrade some maps, sometimes they'll upgrade some NPCs. So in the long term, if you play the long game, eventually they seem to be in the process of pretty much updating everything, but they're just not doing everything at once. They do a few things at a time. So here we have to defeat the evil Nightwing.
We can't stop now. Trigon still controls Raven, and Raven still controls Donna.
And last but not least, there's the evil Donna Troy. And in this case, sometimes I'll say that just for fun, but in this case, it's literally true. She is evil. Basically, all the Titans seems to have been like mind controlled or taken over by the evil Trigon. If you want to see what the NPCs used to look like, I'm pretty sure I have a handful of videos that I made eons ago about this mission.
Blood Priest Chronicle. Once merely a seed stone.
Let's talk to our friend Donna Troy. And let's grab the old barrel. Usually what I do is that I'll break the barrel. Oh, there's a little chesty chest. Usually I would break the barrel to be able to recharge while she's saying her dialogue, but I'm pretty much fully charged. Again, there's a little chesty chest like this spread out throughout the various maps. When you see it, there's no reason not to break it. The first thing is that there's some, oh, we got a pair of gloves. Usually there's some good goodies in there. We already have them. But also there is a feat to be able to, there is a feat for finding, I think the top feat is like 1,000 treasure chests. So whenever you see those treasure chests, you just break them open. There's no reason not to. So here's a little escaped prisoner we have to capture. And here we have our friend Cyborg who comes with us. Oh, the gun. They've also upgraded the gun. I hadn't seen that version of the gun just yet. I wonder if we can have too quick. I guess the barrels only go down once our friend Cyborg gets here. Doesn't matter. So basically, you have to go to all the four cells. Well, there's actually 8 cells, but you do two of them at a time. So you can see the cells over there are open, so let's go there. And here's the last ones. So again, as you saw, we broke some red barrels and it gave us a little feat. So whenever you see those barrels, no reason not to break them. But again, you don't have to break them uselessly. You can decide to break them while there's enemies next to them, or to break them and break them a little bit later in the fight. You decide. And I skipped a little fella here, so let's go capture him.
So much for breaking out of this joint.
Oh yeah. The last one is over here. And as you can see, sometimes there's reverse feat. Here we defeated all the demons in the map, and we gained a skill point. And we're level 17. Oh yeah. I could have sworn I heard something. My mistake, I suppose. So let's talk to our friend Zatanna.
You guys showed up. I'm holding her body in one place, but Raven's fighting Trigon deep in her soul. I can feel it.
What can we do?
I've got to stay here to keep the portal open, but only a true...
They did a really good job with the new Zatanna model, I have to admit.
The second that happens,
Very
I'm
happy about it.
everyone else out of here.
It's all up to you. I know you and Raven can beat him down.
Maybe the boots look a little strange to me, but that's just a personal thing.
I can't keep Raven.
Overall, they did a really good job with it.
She's opened a portal to her soul self. She
And with
wants us to
Constantine
help
too,
her.
I was really surprised. I thought they did a good job upgrading our friend Constantine. Been a while since I've been here, so just checking around in case there might be something I forget about, but I guess not. So once we talk to Zatanna, as you saw, we have to talk to her twice, then we can enter the portal here, which brings us to Raven's soul. There's a few investigations we can pick up. We'll do that afterwards.
You are too late. Raven is broken.
This is the first time we saw the evil Trigon.
You cannot save my daughter. She is merely a vessel for my power.
But eventually, we're going to see him again in the Trigon's prison. But there might be other places where we see him, kind of forget. So we have to defeat Raven, or one of her shadow spirits, clone. I'm not sure exactly what those are supposed to be. Possess their Raven spirit. So once we defeat them, and then we have to click on them, but also there's you may have seen there's like those vortices that also we have to avoid. I seem to recall there was a lot more vortices than that, but I could be misremembering, or maybe there used to be.
Daughter, your will returns. What's left of it?
So now we should be able to fight, and also the good Raven comes to help us against the evil Raven, so let's get busy. So let's select our reward. Sadly, we get the same selection twice. Again, no reason not to break the barrels. There are various feats for that, but we can talk to Raven first.
Trigon's evil power has entered this
The barrels will still be here after.
through me. But you have saved my soul,
Aww.
and I thank you. I hope you will fight at my side when his dark day comes.
So we're going to skip the cinematic. If you want to see the cinematics, I have a video called DC Universe Online the Movie or something like that, where I have a whole bunch of cinematics in there. So if you really want to see some cinematics, you could watch that video. Let's collect the little investigation here. And that's pretty much it. Oh, we've completed an investigation. That's so sweet. So we've broken all the barrels, we've completed the mission. Let's get out of here.
Simple appearance.
So we've completed our mission. If for some reason you don't complete the side quest, don't worry, you can go back into the mission anytime you like. And also there's a mission that there's a version of the mission in the on-duty menu later on. So if somehow you don't complete the mission for some reason, not a problem. You will be able to come back. So let's go back to Chinatown. Normally I would have gone to play the Bestiomorph mission first and gone back to Chinatown to collect everything, but this is going to be pretty much the end of our video, so let's go collect our reward. And I guess next video we will go fight the Bestiomorph. Oh, and we have a poster here. So as you can see, we reached level 17. Let's stop our little Captain Cruel. Oh, our friend isn't clicking. Won't really give me anything to click on him, but so this is one of the wanted posters for enemy players. So if we ever decide to play some PvP, defeat no villains, that's actual player villains. So that's the PvP poster. Basically, whenever you defeat 5 villains, then you can go back to the poster, click on it again, defeat 5 villains, go back to the poster, and you can do that as much as you like. So let's talk to our friend Zatanna.
Was it weird in Raven's soul self? Never mind. I'm good with mystery. Thanks for all your help. I'll give you a call the next time we put on a show.
She will give me a call. She's so sweet. So let's go to our journal to complete our let's go to our journal to complete our mission. Trigon loosed. Oh yeah, level 18. So we got a new ability. We got shoulders, but we only good for the style. And we got a little mission reward box. So let's click on that. Usually it's at this point, at this stage in the game, it's weapons. So let's select it. It's pretty much the same as what we have, but the style is different. So let's equip it for the style, and that's pretty much it for now. So next time, so we are level 18. Let's take a quick look if we can tweak our loadout. So we got a new supercharged asphyxiation gas. We got the stasis field, which I guess I could use instead of. Let's take a look. It makes enemies vulnerable to dazing effect. So I guess I could replace fear gas with it, but I will place it over here. No reason for that, just personal preferences. I will show you what the stasis field does next time we play. And I think this is going to be it for now. So basically next time we're going to play the Bestiomorph Havoc. And so we went from 15 to 18 fairly quickly. So sadly, if you want to have experience points, like if you want your character to level up as quickly as possible, then I guess you should focus on the main quest and some of the side quests. And sadly, the Doomed Metropolis missions, not really good in order to be able to gain experience. It's sad, but that seems to be how it is. Oh, that was strange. So that is pretty much it for now, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. So as always, guys, thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.